And it's even better when you go higher.
Wow. YouTube Daruma. YouTube Daruma, eh? Yes!
That the people upstairs wanted them to pay before you use their sea. So they decided to find a new sea route to India because they were getting spices, aromatic, so many ingredients from that side. So that expedition, that whole idea of finding a new sea route to India made people to discover that, look, down here, there are human beings here too. But our color is rich in melanin. And then we are a whole lot of different people with a different civilization that the world has not actually seen. That expedition took long ago when they went back to Europe. But when they were here, they realized that the people here, our ancestors, were not Christians. And there was a battle. As at that time, there was a religious battle. The Muslims have started dominating the North Africa, coming down to the South Africa. So upon them reaching here and getting to realize that now these people do not have a religion with respect to Islam, they decided to propagate the gospel so that Islam will not take over the whole beautiful Africa. However, the missionaries that came here also visualized that the people that are here are stronger than even they themselves with respect to work. As at that time, plantations have begun, and the Europeans themselves were having some slaves and servants in their homes. But they realized that an African man can carry 4 or 5 pounds full of gold and walk from here to the North Africa. Even if you have to use car, I'm telling you, you're going to be there more than a week. So they walked from here to the north of Africa. So this thing baffled yes, crazy. It baffled the brains of the missionaries that came here to propagate the gospel. And that is where we find a name like Bartholomew de las Casas, one priest man who suggested to the whole of Europe that, look, if we would want a bumper harvest, and if we would want people that are hard working that will make us achieve our goal, there's the need to go for these people down there. And so that proposal actually led to so many people to engage in slave trade here because they needed the manpower, the human resource to be able to flourish as at the time. Are you all with me then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm not going to keep you that long. You read here, you have the male slave dungeon. Now, like I said, this place was a dungeon. I feel it's a dungeon, not a castle. So here they kept human beings here, our ancestors, who were treated lesser than pigs. There was no respect for us. When we get down there, we are going to know the conditions that they stayed with.
Yeah.
And if you have anything to add up, I'm open. If you have any question, I'm open. Maybe more?
Yes.
No. You should be careful on the floor so you don't fall. Yeah. Right. This very building you see had so much to tell when it comes to in terms of history and how human beings were treated. Our ancestors were treated lesser than pigs. Lesser than pigs. There was no respect for the black man. Yes, so I choose to call this place the Cape Coast Dungeon rather than the Cape Coast.
Okay, I hear you.
yeah, for real. For real. So now you see over the horizon.
Yeah.
A time came Europeans were thinking that that is the end of the world, and that if you should travel and get to the horizon, you will fall off a cliff.
That's right.
Yes, but Europe, the people that were more experienced on water, that did that made sure that they get their ends meet from water, were the Portuguese. So most of them were fisher folks, and they had idea about the sea. People challenged that narrative that is it true that that side is the end of the world? So fishermen had to move this way to check what is the truth. But the more they headed towards the horizon, the more they realized that the horizon was also walking away.
And the bigger ship will be anchored out there.
Yeah. Wow.
And you can see this is purpose built.
Yeah.
It's purpose built.
Good.